Beings watching these videos. Today I'm on the streets of Cambodia with beautiful Dara. Stara.
$1.
Everything's $1 here, Dara said. $1 for one bottle, $1 for two bottles.
$1. $1.
Everything's $1.
It's like in a $1 shop here. Everything is just $1. Like, you know, these £2 shops or whatever.
Been a few days we've been in Cambodia now, and wow, transparency, what's been going on? The sun is just coming down. That's the one beautiful thing. Wow, look at that. It's caught the sunset. Amazing. That feels nice. I don't even feel like I've had any sun. We've been jet lagged like crazy. Never been jet lagged like this. Completely wiped out and just climatized into the time zones, and yeah, it's been a full-on few days. So yeah, what's alive in me, man? Live is me is the rubbish on the streets out here is insane. That nobody collects the rubbish, so they burn the rubbish in different places. It's always just awesome to be and travel into different cultures, different communities, and check out what's actually going on and how people live, and seeing how people live and seeing how they just get on. It's just quite, yeah, always so insightful, so insightful. So what else is alive in me at the moment? This change, you know, this move, this change of cycle, this shift into 2018, and what it means to, yeah, what does it mean when we can really like forgive and let go of the past? So the key things for me at the moment are just coming up to like which parts of myself really, the old self, let's say, no longer have life. You know, I'm not allowing them to have life anymore. Thought forms, behaviors and actions, you know, habits that die hard, and how do I want to move into this year, 2018, the cycle of 2018. Of course, time is very illusionary on some levels, but at the same time, we're in this time zone, we play in this time zone. So, you know, 2018, this new cycle begins, and it's not about New Year's resolutions, it's about really like, you know, what does it really mean to dare to be great? What does it mean to really step into that grander version of myself, of how I see myself being, in terms of how I want to show up, in terms of how I want my heart to be open, in terms of what I'm reprogramming and rewiring, and what practices and tools I choose to do in order to live an enriched life and let go of anything that doesn't serve me in that richness, in that heart open space. And this last month, it's like funny because I mentioned on one of the other videos that Kai Pacha said that this was a time of big endings, really big endings. And we can always say that any moment is an opportunity for big endings, depending on what you're willing to drop away and let go of. Of course, you know, a relationship might end tomorrow. It's a big ending, you know. It's like there's always big endings, but there's just that we're alive in a very interesting space at the moment with how everything is unfolding, you know, how technology is moving faster and how information's moving faster, and how, you know, the last 100 years we've gone from 1 billion people to 7.5, and somebody said the other day maybe even 9 billion. I'm not even counting. I don't know who is counting. 9 billion people on this planet, all projecting their thoughts and their intentions and feelings into this big, huge creative cosmic soup, yeah, this big crazy cosmic field of consciousness, field of intelligence. So that's what we're a part of. And what I keep realizing is that we're getting asked, or I'm getting asked, let's bring it back to self always. So like I'm getting asked to dissolve, to dissolve away all those aspects or personas or masks that really are not who I am, not my truth, not the truth of who I am. They are indoctrinated habits, programs, beliefs, concepts, theories that I've picked up along the way and may have served me, and some I haven't chosen. Some have they're just in me. They're in my DNA. They're in my, they're in my frequency. Yeah. So the last few days, again, I was just looking deep in like, what is trying to hold on, what's trying to have life. And when I was inquiring into this, I was noticing how, just those diminishing thoughts, there was some like, really noticing and feeling like the denial and the, let's say the more dense thought forms and behavior patterns, just not wanting to die. Like almost like when you break a habit, check them out. These bikes out here carry everything. I don't know if I capture some other little videos along the way, but the bikes out here, they carry everything. It's amazing how, again, you just notice survivalism. But just to go back, just to say that I'm noticing even more subtly how stubborn the old ways of thinking and feeling and acting and behaving really are. They're like they have a life of their own. They don't want to die. Yeah. And I speak about this a lot when we talk about emotional wounds and pain bodies. But just I want to send this out today, just a short video on day 10, just to say, like, really, regardless of where you are in your life right now, regardless of what the year is, what people are saying, like just you, where are you at? Like what do you really think you're here on planet Earth for? What do you really believe? What is really coming from you? Now, of course, even that inquiry is a big inquiry, because we're all a mimicry and a copy and a sort of version of everyone that's ever come before us. All of our ancestors, all of the information that's come and plugged into the collective field. We're a sort of a projection of much of that we've picked up along the way. So to really get clear on what's really, the essence of you, the words you use, the thoughts you're having, the feelings you're experiencing, are they yours? The thoughts that you're giving life, are they yours? The reasons you're doing things, is it your reasons? Have you chosen it? Why do you go and do the studying that you might be studying, or the job that you're doing, or the actions that you will be taking today or any other day? Now, what's the foundation driving that? That's what I want to say. That's been my inquiry again for the last few days. And it took me into like really just, yesterday I spent a whole day in mostly silence, even though I was with people, and that challenges people sometimes, because I love talking and I'm outgoing and I'm energizing and I'm normally, having a laugh and being like a sort of instigator of stuff. But like when I just go silent, sometimes that can challenge people, because they think I've got a problem or there's something going on, or like because often people can personalize other people's behaviors, right? We personalize everything. But yesterday I was just like, I was really having a day of silence and really listening to people, what they're talking about, looking around at my environment. And I was on this boat at one point and looking at the Cambodian lifestyle and how people live, and then being coerced into this sort of tourist trap of like, going on this journey, and noticing again like how our systems function so much from survivalism, and of course people need to get by, and we need to we need to function, and we need to make money, and we need to sell things, and just noticing that everywhere is constantly just about selling. Buy this, sell that, make that to sell it, to buy it to live, and there's something in that. And then I was looking at nature and what I was seeing around, and I was just like, Like when I don't label any of this, what am I actually seeing? How do I define what I don't know, right? How do I label what I don't know? Like wherever I am right now, like look where I am, like wherever this is, you know, what is it? If I don't define it and label it as anything, what is it? Yeah? And that's what was happening yesterday, just in the silence. Like everyone's got an opinion, everyone's got a perspective, everyone's got their own justifications of why they think like something or why somebody else has said something, or, you know, so I found myself just being in this real like void of just nothing, yeah? Just like nothing. What needs to be said, what needs to be shared. And then that took me into like really just inquiring into like, yeah, words and then life and what really wants to come through, and what is, you know, what persona is this, what mask is this, who's saying this, whose belief is this, is that my belief? And anyway, so that was just a big inquiry yesterday. And as I was looking at nature, looking at what we'd call the river, the sea, the trees, but then just not labeling it that and just going, what am I, how do you define the unknown, you know? You can't, right? So it came back to like just being and accepting the unknown, just accepting what is, forgiving the past, really checking in with what you've done, what you've experienced, who you've become in this moment, seeing that whole past done, acknowledging it, patting yourself on the back for surviving and being here. And then like in this moment it came back to, so what do I want to give? What do I want to contribute? That's it. That's it. Like there's a saying that I've been saying for a long time now. I heard it originally from Preston Smiles. If you don't know Preston Smiles, check him out. He's a very inspirational guy, him and his wife, and he shares a number of beautiful videos and inspirational videos, motivational videos, and the only thing missing from any situation, any moment, is what you're not giving, what I'm not giving, what we're not giving. So that's really how what came out of you says, like, whatever's happening here, however you want to define it, whatever's going on in the world, whatever you think is right, wrong, good, bad, what you judge or don't judge, just ask in the moment, what can I give? How can I give and contribute and enrich this moment with my essence, with my presence, with my miraculous nature? That I'm here, I'm part of it all, and I'm here. How can I open to that? How can I love? How can I expand and you know, expand into that openness, into that vastness, into that a bliss of nothingness, into that, you know, unknownness? How can I be okay in that? I don't need to know everything. I don't need the persona that needs to know. I don't need to be addicted to being right. I don't need to be addicted to sussing it all out, or, you know, anything. I can just let all that go and just ask, what can I give? What can I give, and what can I be grateful for already having? Yeah, so it's like gratitude again. Boom, so much gratitude. So that's it for today. That's what's alive in me. So much gratitude to be here, so much gratitude for you watching these videos and sharing them, and just, you know, being part of this inquiry as we transition into new states of being. And my question, look, funny, just found a funny picture. My question on the floor. My question, or my theme for the year, because I always like to theme my years, this year was, what does it mean to dream the impossible? Yeah? To dream the impossible, what does it really mean? We're here. We're dream makers. We're here. We're dream makers. We're all having our own dream, projecting it into the field. So what does it mean to dream the impossible? I'll leave you all with that today. I'm going to be going into a retreat now, so try and do another video, but if not, after the 7 days, I will do another video. We're going into Naked the Retreat. Awesome. Sending love from Cambodia. It's all now, it's all beginning now, 2018, we're in the cycle. Let's have a year of fun, dreaming the impossible, laughing, playing and dancing, and giving ourselves fully